Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to know things before they happen? Or maybe you're that person who feels everything so deeply that sometimes it hurts. Look around you. In a world of over 7 billion people, there are special souls walking among us. These are the chosen ones, and if you're watching this right now, deep down, you probably already know you're one of them. But here's something most spiritual teachers won't tell you. Being a chosen one comes with serious responsibilities. And more importantly, there are 7 things you absolutely must keep to yourself. I'm not talking about small secrets here. I'm talking about life-changing information that, in the wrong hands, could put you in real danger. Think about it like this. When you get a precious diamond, you don't show it to everyone you meet, right? You keep it safe. Your spiritual gifts are even more valuable than any diamond. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to protect and why. Let me ask you something, and I want you to be really honest with yourself right now. Do you often catch yourself knowing exactly what someone's going to say before they say it? Maybe you walk into a room and instantly know something's wrong, even when everyone's smiling. Or perhaps you've had dreams that later came true, but you kept quiet about them because you didn't want people thinking you're strange. These aren't coincidences. They're not random, and you're definitely not imagining things. What you're experiencing are the awakened abilities of a chosen one. But here's the thing, we live in a world that's not always ready for what we know, what we see, and what we can do. I've spent years connecting with others like us, and I've seen what happens when chosen ones share too much with the wrong people. I've watched as their gifts were questioned, dismissed, or worse, used against them. That's why I'm breaking the silence today. Not to scare you, but to protect you. Right now, we're living in the most important time in human history. More and more chosen ones are waking up every single day. You might have noticed it yourself. Maybe your abilities are getting stronger, your dreams more vivid, your knowing more certain. This is happening for a reason, but with great power comes great responsibility. The problem is social media and the internet have made it tempting to share everything. I see so many chosen ones posting about their gifts online, telling everyone about their abilities, sharing their most sacred experiences for likes and views. They don't realize they're putting themselves at risk. They don't understand that some knowledge isn't meant for everyone, at least not yet. Think of it like this. When a baby bird is learning to fly, it doesn't immediately soar into a storm. It starts small, builds its strength, and most importantly, it learns when and where it's safe to spread its wings. Your spiritual gifts are similar. They need protection, especially now when the world is in such chaos and confusion. And let me be clear, this isn't about fear. This isn't about hiding who you are. This is about being wise with your power. It's about understanding that just because you can share something doesn't mean you should. The 7 secrets I'm about to reveal to you aren't just rules. They're shields that will protect you on your spiritual journey. I've seen what happens when these secrets get into the wrong hands. I've watched chosen ones lose their inner peace, their connection, and sometimes even their ability to use their gifts, all because they shared too much with people who weren't ready to understand. This is why I felt called to make this video now, today, in this exact moment. You see, being a chosen one isn't just about having special abilities. It's about knowing when to use them, when to reveal them, and most importantly, when to keep them sacred. The world needs chosen ones now more than ever, but we need to be strong, protected, and wise in how we share our light. Before I tell you these 7 crucial secrets, I want you to understand something. If you're feeling a strong pull to watch this video, if something inside you is saying, this is important, then trust that feeling. That's your inner knowing, one of your gifts, telling you to pay attention. Because what I'm about to share might completely change how you approach your spiritual journey. Some people might call this gatekeeping. Some might say all spiritual knowledge should be free and open to everyone. But those people don't understand the responsibility that comes with being a chosen one. They don't understand that some secrets are kept secret for a reason, not to hold power over others, but to protect both the gifted and those who aren't ready for certain truths. Just like a master chef doesn't reveal all their recipes, or a magician doesn't explain all their illusions, there are some things that chosen ones must keep to themselves. Not forever, but until the right moment, with the right people, in the right way. This protection isn't just for us, it's for everyone. Because true power, real spiritual power, needs to be handled with care and wisdom. I'm sharing this now because I've been shown that we're entering a time when more chosen ones will be tested. Your gifts will grow stronger. Your knowing will become clearer. And with that growth comes greater responsibility. The 7 secrets I'm about to share with you aren't just information. They're your protection in these changing times. So take a deep breath, center yourself, and get ready to learn what every chosen one needs to know about protecting their gifts. These aren't just guidelines. They're essential knowledge that's been passed down through generations of spiritual workers, healers, and seers. And now, it's your turn to receive this wisdom. Remember, as I share these secrets with you, some might seem obvious, while others might surprise you. But each one is crucial for your spiritual safety and growth. And more importantly, they'll help you understand why certain things need to stay private, even in a world that pushes us to share everything. Never reveal the true depth of your spiritual powers. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most crucial secrets you must protect. You see, as a chosen one, you've probably noticed that you can do things others can't. Maybe you can see energy fields around people. Maybe you know exactly what someone's thinking. Or maybe you can move things with your mind when no one's watching. Whatever your gifts are, here's why you must keep their true extent hidden. Think of your power like a deep well. The deeper it goes, the more precious the water it holds. But if everyone knows about your well, they'll all want to drink from it. Some will ask politely. Others will try to take without asking. And a few might even try to poison the well so no one else can use it. This is exactly what happens when you reveal too much about your gifts. I've seen chosen ones who thought they could trust everyone with their secrets. They showed their full powers to friends, family, even posted about them online. At first, everything seemed fine. People were amazed, supportive even, but then things started to change. Some friends became jealous. Others became afraid. And worse, some tried to exploit these gifts for their own benefit. These chosen ones found their energy drained, their powers weakened, and their spiritual connection disturbed. They learned the hard way that not everyone is ready to handle the truth about spiritual powers. Does this mean you should never use your gifts? Of course not. Think of it like having $1 million in your bank account. You don't need to tell everyone you're rich, but you can still quietly help those in need. Use your gifts wisely, discreetly, and always with purpose. Help others, but do it in ways that don't reveal the full extent of your abilities. Let people see the ripples on the surface of the water, but never let them know how deep your well truly goes. This second secret is about protecting your most sacred spiritual experiences. You know those profound moments when you connected with higher beings? Those times when you traveled to other dimensions in your dreams? Or when you received messages from the universe that changed your life? These experiences are precious, personal, and powerful, and they must be protected at all costs. Here's why. Every spiritual experience you have is like a key that unlocks more of your power. These experiences are deeply personal messages from the universe, specifically coded for you. When you share them carelessly, you dilute their power. It's like taking a powerful medicine and splitting it among 100 people. No one gets enough to make a real difference. But there's an even bigger reason to keep these experiences private. I once knew a chosen one who loved sharing all her spiritual experiences online. She would tell everyone about her visions, her conversations with angels, her astral travels. She thought she was helping others by sharing. But what she didn't realize was that with each share, each post, each story, she was creating cracks in her spiritual armor. Negative entities, which feed off spiritual energy, started noticing her. They were drawn to her light like moths to a flame. Soon, she found herself unable to meditate without disturbance. Her clear visions became clouded. Her connection to the higher realms became blocked. This doesn't mean you can never share anything about your spiritual journey. But be selective. Be wise. Share the lessons you've learned, not the sacred experiences that taught you those lessons. Think of it like a beautiful garden. You can tell people about the flowers, but don't reveal where you keep the seeds. Those are just for you. The third secret that must be protected is your spiritual timeline, the map of your awakening journey. Every chosen one has a unique path, a divine schedule for when certain gifts will activate, when certain truths will be revealed, and when certain powers will mature. This timeline is sacred, and there's a profound reason why you must keep it private. Think about how a butterfly transforms. If you try to help it out of its cocoon too early, it will never be strong enough to fly. Your spiritual growth follows the same principle. Each stage of your awakening must happen at exactly the right time. When you share your timeline with others, you invite interference. Some people might try to rush you, pushing you to develop faster than you should. Others might try to hold you back, afraid of the power you're growing into. I've watched many chosen ones fall into this trap. They join spiritual groups and start comparing their journeys with others. They hear someone else is developing faster, so they try to force their own growth. Or they learn that others are having different experiences, so they start doubting their own path. This is exactly what the negative forces want: confusion, doubt, and spiritual competition. Your timeline is like a secret map that only you can read. It's encoded in your DNA, in your soul's memory, in the very fabric of your being. When you share it with others, you risk having that map redrawn by outside influences. Keep your progress private. Let your growth happen naturally, at the perfect pace that the universe has designed for you. Share your light with the world, but never reveal the schedule of your spiritual evolution. These first three secrets are just the beginning. Each one is connected to the others, forming a protective shield around your spiritual gifts. As you're starting to understand, being a chosen one isn't just about having special abilities. It's about knowing how to protect and preserve these gifts for their highest purpose. And as we continue with the remaining secrets, you'll see how each one adds another layer of protection to your spiritual journey. Remember, as we go deeper into these revelations, that each secret builds upon the last. They're not just random rules. They're part of an ancient system of spiritual protection that has preserved the power of chosen ones for countless generations. Stay focused, because what comes next is even more crucial for your spiritual safety and growth. Let me tell you about one of the most critical secrets you must protect: the source of your spiritual knowledge. This isn't about the books you read or the videos you watch. I'm talking about your direct connection to higher wisdom, your personal channel to divine knowledge. This source is like your spiritual fingerprint, unique to you and incredibly powerful when kept private. Think about it like this. Imagine you've discovered a pure spring of water in a world of muddy streams. This spring gives you the purest, clearest understanding of truth. The moment you start telling everyone about where this spring is located, people will start showing up. Some will want a bottle and sell the water. Others might try to block the source, and some might even try to poison it so no one else can drink from it. I've seen what happens when chosen ones reveal their spiritual sources too openly. One person I knew started sharing about their connection to specific spiritual guides. Soon, others began claiming to channel the same guides. The messages became mixed, confused, and eventually their pure connection became clouded with interference. Their crystal clear channel of divine wisdom turned into a jumbled radio frequency full of static. Remember this: your connection to higher wisdom is sacred and personal. You can share the knowledge you receive, but never reveal how or where you receive it. It's like being a messenger. Deliver the message when needed, but protect the sacred pathway that brings these messages to you. Now we come to the final three secrets, which I call the Trinity of Protection. These secrets are so interconnected that they must be understood together. They form the ultimate shield around your spiritual gifts. The fifth secret is about your spiritual allies, those invisible forces that work with you behind the scenes. Never reveal who they are or how they help you. Think of them as your cosmic support team. When you expose them, you risk losing their subtle but powerful assistance. Keep their names, their forms, and their methods private. The sixth secret involves your spiritual weaknesses. Everyone, even chosen ones, has areas where they're still growing, still learning. These vulnerable spots are like the soft spots in an armor. When you share them openly, you give others a map to your weak points. Keep your challenges and struggles private. Share only the lessons you've learned, never the battles you're still fighting. The seventh and final secret is perhaps the most important: your true purpose. Yes, you can share your general mission to help humanity, but your specific divine assignment must remain known only to you. It's like having a secret code that unlocks your destiny. The moment you share it, others can interfere with your mission, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Now that you know these secrets, you need to understand how to protect them. This isn't about living in fear. It's about being wise and strategic with your spiritual gifts. Think of yourself as a guardian of sacred knowledge, not just for your own sake, but for the sake of all those you're meant to help. First, learn to speak in ways that protect your secrets. When helping others, share the wisdom, but not its source. Guide people without revealing your full power. Use simple examples and universal truths rather than exposing your personal spiritual experiences. Watch for the signs that someone might be trying to access your spiritual secrets. If people ask too many specific questions about your gifts, if they try to rush your guidance, or if they demand to know how you know things, these are red flags. Trust your intuition. That gut feeling that tells you to stay quiet, listen to it. Create a spiritual safety circle, a small group of trusted individuals who understand the importance of discretion. These aren't people you share your secrets with, but rather people who respect your boundaries and support your path without needing to know every detail. As we come to the end of this revelation, remember that keeping these 7 secrets isn't about fear or hiding. It's about honoring the sacred nature of your gifts. You are a chosen one not because you're better than others, but because you have a specific role to play in the great awakening of humanity. Use your gifts wisely. Help others freely. But keep these 7 secrets close to your heart. Let them be your armor in a world that doesn't always understand the sacred nature of spiritual power. Your role isn't to prove your gifts to others. It's to use them in service of the divine plan. Remember, the most powerful healers throughout history worked in silence. The most effective light workers stayed in the shadows. The most influential spiritual guides kept their deepest secrets private. Follow in their footsteps. Be the quiet force that changes lives without needing recognition or validation. To all my fellow chosen ones watching this, you know who you are. You felt the truth in these words. Keep these secrets safe. Use them to protect your light. And know that you're part of a sacred lineage of light workers who have carried these same secrets through the ages. Continue your mission with renewed purpose, knowing that your discretion is your power. Your silence is your strength, and your secrets are your shield. The world needs your light now more than ever. Just remember to protect it wisely. Drop a crystal ball in the comments if these secrets resonated with your soul. Subscribe for more spiritual guidance. And remember, you're not alone on this path. Until we meet again, keep your light bright, but your secrets safe.